Ryton Pools has got quite an interesting history going back through time. Historically it was a sand and gravel quarry, and these lakes that are here now are a legacy from those days. And when they were constructed they had a very limited marginal vegetation, and there was a sheer drop basically down from the edge of the pond down into the margins, which didn't allow anything to grow. So these core rolls we've installed have allowed us to soften the edge of the pond here. And this has given better access now for any of the invertebrates, particularly dragonflies and damselflies, which emerge from the water and hatch out as adults. We've also ensured that we've put in a lot of flowering species into the margins too, which will be great for pollinators such as hoverflies and bees and butterflies as well. So overall we've really improved the marginal vegetation on these ponds. And of course this is all through the Dunsmore Living Landscape project, which has been funded through Natural Highways Networks for Nature project. We're very grateful for this funding, because without it we couldn't have achieved this project to the standard that we have today.
Part of the Dunsmore Living Landscape scheme is to improve connectivity across the countryside. A crucial part of this is hedgerow planting. Local landowners Mark and Jodie Wardle asked for our assistance in the restoration of the hedgerows on their farm. Our hardy band of volunteers was soon on site with hazel, blackthorn and hawthorn whips. Creating connected natural boundaries. Hedgerows that will benefit fauna and flora both on-site and passing through the whole Dunsmore project area. And finally, one of the projects that Dunsmore Living Landscape we're going to be working on a lot throughout the next winter is at Ashlawn Cutting in Rugby. An old mainline railway that's been turned into a well-used footpath and cycleway. We've already begun the work clearing some of the trees and scrub along the embankments either side of the footpath. To create open areas along the length in order to let more light into the woodland and reach the woodland floor, which will benefit ground flora, the shrub layer, and in turn pollinators such as butterflies and bees, and then all the way up the food chain. We've been using all the cuttings from the trees we've been cutting down to create dead hedges, which is a natural barrier and also creates a really good habitat for things like nesting birds, fungi and invertebrates that love that deadwood environment. One of the highlights of this type of work is the amazing encounters with wildlife that we come across. On this site specifically, we discovered a spider that's been spreading gradually northwards from the continent. This is possibly the first record of this species in Warwickshire, and that's the wasp spider.